Ini enggak? Hello. Suster. Hello. Hello. Ramai. Dengar tak?
Dengar.
Screen nampak? Screen nampak? Yang aku share tadi.
Baru nampak.
Boleh tu. Nampak.
Hello.
Ya. Boleh start.
Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. I am Nur Aisha binti Muhammad Alias as a vice president of my group members. Did this project assignment that consists of 5 members have worked hard together to support this project with this helper and guidance from our lecturers. Dr. Muhammad Rahimi, thank you so much. So let me introduce our group members, which is started from Muhammad Zulhilmi bin Razali, Lukman Hakim bin Zuhari, Hadial Huda binti Azmi, and Nur Diana binti Mokhtar. For any questions regarding our assignment can rightly ask us. And our title of this assignment is investigating the factors affecting and innovative information in the context of digital library. So, as we all know, digital library was the extension of physical libraries. It has consist all those services by delivering a collection of the materials and information, and it's related to provided the variety of services using information technologies to audience in our modern society life. So in this assignment, we have investigate the factors that was affecting the users in using a digital library for their information seeking. So in this research, we have state our main problem associated with this topic and sets our objective using our own methods to achieve our goals and results. So I pass it to my dear friends.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Nohadia Huda binti Azmi. Okay, in this research, I will explain on abstract, which include problem, objectives, methods, and result of this research. Okay, with the rapid development of technology, this study will investigate the factor that affecting innovative information seeking in the context of digital library. The problem is when someone like students and researchers ignore the evolve or development of digital libraries, the students and researchers cannot do their job as fast as possible. There are some objectives of this study, which is to investigate the digital library affinity with innovative information seeking, to know the user level disconfirmation measured in terms of expectation and feeling when people, especially students, use digital library as innovative information seeking, to find out how digital library could give positive effect to researcher in innovative information seeking, and how social influence can give positive impact to the digital library in terms of innovative information seeking. Method that has been used in this study, such as the SPSS, has been used to analysis and interpret data from respondent using mean Pearson correlation, linear regression, and descriptive analysis. A research model also being developed and survey data were collected. Next results indicate that affinity with digital libraries is the most important factor of the innovative information seeking. Additionally, task non-routineness and disconfirmation have positive effects on the innovative information seeking, and the impact of social influence on the innovative information seeking is dominated by digital library affinity. Next, my group mate will continue for further details. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Luman Hakim Zuhari. To present about the method split this assignment. First and foremost, the method is basically a process of how a research is performed. According to Wellman 2005, research method is a range of used for different types of inquiry, while Webster Dictionary studious inquiry this purpose of the research exploring the factors of the innovative and needed of the in the context of the several aspects that was being expected and needed from the respondent. A research model in this research also was developed, and all data of the surveys was being collected in the questions form surveys to respondent through Google Form. The survey is open to all university, technology student who usually entering and using the digital libraries in their studies. The data was be analyzed in a qualitative as a result. The population of among UiTM students and had been narrowed down to UiTM Kelantan branch only, and we got around 50 samples. The survey asking some question about the student was rely on digital library rely on COVID-19 pandemic data collection about the demographic and question regarding neurotiness, disconfirmation, social influence, digital libraries. The link for the Google form had been shared, and the survey after 5 days of the survey being transformed into bar and pie chart using SPSS software. For sampling, we use parameter values like anticipated effect size is 0.15, desired is 0.8, number of predictors is 4, probability level is 0.05, and lastly minimum sample size is 84. To measure the responded response, we scale like 1 strongly disagree, 3 neutral, 4 slightly agree, and lastly 5 strongly agree. The question used in Google Form is to assess neurotiness, disconfirmation, social influence, and affinity with digital libraries.
a mark at 2 tail or 1.01 using peer correlation, and for the whole result, all the IV are supported. This is our objective, and then this is the result we show. We interpret this using Pearson correlation. Pearson correlation is to measure the strength of to seek information between two variables. So the result show for the task neurontinus, it show a moderate positive correlation with innovative information seeking. This confirmation and social influence will show moderate positive correlation with information seeking, and affinity with digital library show a high positive correlation with innovative information seeking. And then this the result on each objective for the linear regression. Linear regression is a model the relationship between two variables by fitting linear equation to observe data. So as the result will show with this, the task narrowness, its coefficient is 0.520 with t-value 6.830, p-value 0.0, and it is supported. And for this confirmation, the coefficient is 0.4546, t-value is 7.995 with p-value 0.00. Social influence is 0.677, p-value is 8.702, p-value is 0.00. Lastly, our affinity with digital library, where the coefficient is 0.764 with p-value 10.809, p-value is 0.00. Affinity with digital library mark the highest correlation among the hypotheses. And I will pass to my friend to continue the presentation.
Okay, for discussion and recommendation. First, this result built on existing evidence of a broader understanding of the factor affecting innovative information seeking in the context of digital libraries from the perspective of cognitive switching and affinity. In this research, it's clearly success because many respondents have answered the question form about the digital library, whether it is affecting or not. So far, this research stated that digital library are very important nowadays. It is because of the method of online learning, then they eventually have to use digital library to seeking information. The result from the respondent of this research also gives a positive impact to the digital libraries. It is because digital libraries are one of the important things in pandemic COVID-19 right now, since everyone cannot adhere to go to physical libraries. So digital libraries are designed in order to retrieve the reliable information. The digital libraries are being used to obtain right sources of information. Innovative information seeking behavior is the synthesis of innovative behavior and information seeking behavior using IT, and consequently applies to innovative information seeking oriented application of IT. Next, recommendation. This study will help out to seek for information and promote the use of digital library. Many people do not know about the existence of digital library and make their sources limited. However, The study will change it and introduce a new way of innovative information seeking. Moreover, the fact that this research examine the social interaction in digital libraries, in factors and enforcers, library users, and integration in digital library to be investigated. And that's all from me. Thank you.
That's all from our group. Thank you. Is there any question?
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Okay, so my first question is how do you select your respondent? And second is what is the method of your research? Because I saw you write a qualitative over there. Okay. So that's my question. First is how do you select your respondent? And second, what is the method of your research? Okay, thank you.
First, for the responder chosen, we go through our article and find that our article about the digital library, and then we focus on the student at UiTM Machang and about their use of digital library. And that is for question 1, and then question 2, which is the method we use is we use the Likert scale to measure the respondent answer, and we develop 5 instrument or question, and then we pass to them through the Google form, and that is
Okay, thank you.
the answer.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. Today we would like to present our topic that is the effectiveness of information seeking in digital library. Before we start, I would like to introduce our group member, Amanul Alia, Aiman Hakim, Muhammad Hafiz and me, Seri Khairani. Um, for the past decade, the usage of digital library is one of the main reason for universities to make their own digital libraries the main access of information. Also, the growth of digital library has been significantly increasing over the years. So, the concept of our research is to find the effectiveness of information seeking in digital libraries. This is our research model. It refers to the purpose of information seeking in digital libraries. Firstly, ease of access in digital library. Digital library provided information that was stored in digital format and accessible over a network. Next, acceptance of information. The resources provided to the user are relevant for their study. Next, quality of resources. Digital library provide Digital library provided good quality information that has value to the user. Lastly, uh, up-to-date information. Digital library always upload the current resources so users will get up-to-date information and enable them to compare the information that has been published years ago. So I give to the next member to explain further.
Yes. Okay. So for the research framework, we will talk about the research framework of this research. First, we identify the research user, which is we have the target audience of mainly university student. Okay. Next, we have sec- uh, specify research problem, and then next we have determine research objective. So we have four different research objective, which is we to find the factors that motivate students to find information in digital library. Okay. Next is to identify if outdated information is still useful for students. To determine where quality resources need to be prioritized and to detect the reliability of unapproved information. Okay. Next, we search for related literature review, and then we construct the research methodology. Next, we collect data, which is it is primary data that we analyze data. We analyze the Google Form questionnaire survey using IBM SPSS software. And then next, lastly, we do conclusion and recommendation for the research. Okay, this research study has a few hypotheses. First, the effect of to motivate the student to seek for information regarding the usefulness
Next is the latest information is highly demanded by the users to use the digital library. Thirdly, the qualities of information have a huge interest by the user to use digital libraries. And lastly, the acceptance of information is more important to attract users to use digital library rather than using physical library. Okay, next I will give to my next member to present the next point.
So I will explain about research methodology. For research methodology, we have been using a survey to collect the data from respondents by using Google Form. And from Google Form, the data collected in Excel and has been transferred into SSS. For the questionnaire, we use Likert scale as a measurement for research data. It consists 5 scales from strongly disagree to strongly agree, and the target is on students' university. So this is the data collected using IBM SPSS. The question consists of 6 sections from section A to section F. The section A is a demographic question that consists of age, gender, education level, faculty, and how many times user use digital library. For section B, it is related to the ease of access in digital library. For section C, the question is related on the acceptance of information. It is about whether user accept the information that provided in digital library or not. Next, section D is about the quality of the resources. There are a variety of resources provided in digital library. So the user will answer on how much they agree or not that the resources in digital library is all in a good quality. Next, for section E is about up-to-date information. We can collect the data from how much user agree that information provided in digital library is always up-to-date and still relevant. For the last section is section F. It's about the effectiveness of information seeking in digital library. The last section is the important part to know how effective digital library for user in seeking information. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, finally, in this presentation, I would like to present about the research finding. In this slide, I'm going to present about the finding in our research. As you can see, there are 3 tables in the slide. The table shows the result from our questionnaire that we use to find an answer for our research. First is descriptive analysis. In this analysis, we use 105 respondents from the questionnaire, which is entirely from targeted audience, which is university students. This shows the mean and standard deviation. The highest mean was survey question 16 with the mean value of 4.4, 4.40, and the lowest mean was survey question 9 with the mean value of 3.38. The R square indicates that 80.1% of effectiveness of information seeking in digital library is explained by all independent variables, while the remaining 19.9% is explained by other factors. Second table, the Cronbach alpha statistics shows a value of 0.905, meaning that the reliability of the questionnaire used for the study is excellent. And finally, the ANOVA table is used for examining the difference in the mean values of the dependent variable associated with the effect of the control by independent variables. The tables show the significant result, and thus the result meet our needs for our research. So that's all from me. Thank you.